I've literally spent my entire bank account on Legos. Everything you can see right here is worth over $10,000. This package alone cost me over 500 euros. We'll take a look at this at the end of this video. There are some extremely rare and special pieces in there. Over there I've got minifigures worth several hundred euros. I'd say before I show you all the special bricks right here, it's time for me to organize everything and then we can take a look at all the upcoming projects for this channel. Because of the sheer mass of Lego bricks I've ordered, I have absolutely no chance of showing you them all at once. So I'll put timestamps down in the video description below so you can skip to the part where you're most interested at. I'm starting off by showing you the windows I've ordered. I always get as feedback in the comment section that I have too many white windows in my Lego city. I've only ordered a few, but mainly more colorful ones. So reddish brown, once again those larger windows and then the smaller ones. Black windows, tan windows, once again small and large in combination. Then this is dark brown, as you can see, and then as a more colorful option, sand blue, dark green, dark red, and then obviously I've ordered those trans clear pieces for the inside. I've also ordered those large pieces not on Bricklink but directly at the Lego store, and I gotta admit I was a bit disappointed because Lego delivered them packed with other bricks, which then scratched my brand new trans clear windows. Next up, I'll show you the pieces I've ordered for the future house builds I'm planning on adding to the city. So I'm only using brick modifieds for the facades, as you know by now. Basic colors for the background, tan, white, as well as dark tan, and then a bit of light bluish gray as well as white in order to fill up smaller gaps. Then this is more interesting. I've ordered those corrugated column pieces, so those round bricks in light bluish gray, tan, as well as white. Also, this is quite a new piece. It's this profile brick or masonry brick, whatever it's called, in white. I've actually never had this piece in my hand before. Really looking forward to using that brick, and with now having ordered a white masonry brick, I now finally have every single color of that brick in my collection. I'm planning on using those two bricks in combination with this 1x1 brick modified. I think the combination of those three bricks will go quite well together. Then next up, I have obviously a few more basic bricks for the side and back walls. Also in other colors. This is now not as relevant as the next part, which is the base layer of the Lego city. All those 1x3 bricks, simple, normal bricks in dark bluish gray, I think 2000 in total. These are for the street. As you can see, it's currently ending up there in between those two houses. And I obviously have to extend the whole network of streets up on this platform, and therefore I've ordered all those 1x3 bricks. I have some more basic dark bluish gray plates, and this is more interesting now. Also those 16x16 plates, which I've ordered not on Bricklink but directly at Lego once again. There are a few pieces which are cheaper at Lego if you use VIP points, and then you don't have to pay shipping, which in some cases can be quite expensive on Bricklink. Also for the base layer, I've ordered now on Bricklink directly these 8x16 plates in green. I think it's over 100 in total, which is more than enough, but they were quite cheap. So this is sort of a long-term investment, I guess. And then I have trans light blue tiles, as you can see, for the future harbor. I'm planning on experimenting what the water will look like in the upcoming Lego City updates, and therefore I've ordered this type of Lego brick. Then I've bought a bunch of these big, ugly, weird colored window pieces. As you could have probably guessed by now, it's not for any of my house mocks, but rather for the mountain, for the support structure to be specific. Everything's used, 2-3 cents a piece, really cheap, probably the cheapest you could probably support the mountain. And then in combination with that, I'm using 1x16 bricks, 1x14 I think, 1x12, 1x10, whatever. Some large bricks, really weird color. I've never used that color before, but it was cheap. You don't see it at the end, so the color doesn't matter. The important thing is that it's cheap, and that was definitely the case with these pieces. For the mountain itself, I've of course also ordered new pieces. Dark bluish gray slopes, 1x3, 1x2, then normal bricks also, obviously in combination with the existing material I have right here. And also I've ordered once again directly at Lego. Here you can see the Lego logo. So this is directly in the Pick a Brick store, 1x16 bricks, also for the support structure. But sometimes it's useful to have something connecting directly into the rock face, and therefore I obviously can't use tan colored, white, green, yellow, whatever bricks. I have to use dark bluish or light bluish gray. Next up, I'll show you all the vegetation I've bought. Down here it's much more interesting. than up there. So let's just fly over this real quick and then focus on the more interesting part. It's limp elements, normal green, bright green, lime green, then a bunch of leaves. I'm always using them throughout my city. 1.5 cents per piece on Bricklink, I think. So really, really inexpensive. Dark brown 2x2 round plates, reddish brown 2x2 round plates, then dark brown 1x1 round bricks, reddish brown 1x1 round bricks, a few more limp elements, as well as 2x2 round bricks in reddish brown. And now, as I've mentioned, it's much more interesting down here. First of all, 55 cents per piece, 60 cents per piece. Yeah, quite expensive, also considering I've bought several hundred of these pieces. But there are quite some interesting building techniques for trees using these two specific types of leaves. So I'm really looking forward to experimenting with that. Then I've bought dark green colored leaves. As you can see, these are the inexpensive ones. This is also why I'm always using them throughout my city. But in some cases, like with this tree, for example, it's much more interesting to use darker colors of green. And so I've bought them directly at Lego, as you can see right there, for 6 cents a piece. 1 cent per piece for this part. I've also ordered the exact same piece, not on Bricklink in this case, but for 6 cents per piece in the Lego store in earth green. And my plan now is to use one of those two pieces, maybe even mix them together in combination with those brick modifieds 1x1. Quite a rare piece, ordered that at Lego directly. 22 cents per piece on Bricklink, it's like 46 cents, so much more expensive. I was waiting for 2 years, I think, for that piece to finally be able to order in the Lego store. And now it's finally been the case, so I've directly ordered 999 pieces. Then 2,000 of these weird Technic pins. And well, as you have noticed by now, I'm not using Lego Technic at all. What I have in mind for this piece, I'll show you at the end of the video, as soon as we open that package that's up there in the corner. Then I've ordered every single type of black bar and pin that was available, since I figured I'm always using them for my mocks. It's a great piece to add detail. And you might also recognize this piece right here. I'm using it for the overhead lines. And also, but this is mainly because of my viewers over on the German channel now, I've ordered a bunch of these pieces. €1.50 or $1.50 at the moment. It's exactly the same. $1.50 per piece. In contrast to 2 cents per piece, but my viewers on my German channel didn't like the silver and how it's really a bit too strong in the landscape, and so I've completely wasted 130 euros on this stuff. I have a scale right here. Let me just put these pieces on there. Look at that. It's literally more expensive than silver. Finally, the next pieces for my Lego Moon Base have arrived. Everything you can see right here is in combination with the pieces I already have. As you know by now, the Moon Base structure mainly consists out of light bluish gray slopes, as you can see right here. And I've also then ordered some pieces for the Moon Base itself, so not for the structure of the moon surface. And as you can see right here, trans clear, this time also ordered directly from Lego. And I've complained earlier that some of my trans clear pieces I've ordered at the Pick a Brick store were scratched. In this case, they managed to pack them individually, and it wasn't the case. So for some weird reason, in the exact same order, it was possible to pack them individually. Then I've ordered a whole bunch of minifigure pieces. Up here, I've already started to assemble them. This is mainly for the city now, and down here, it's for the Wild West mock. With some of the minifigure pieces, as you can see with the hands right here, I will need to switch them because I only use yellow hands in combination with yellow heads. It would look stupid, to be honest, to not have yellow hands but a yellow head. So some of the hands I will need to change them. Then as you can see, different legs, some of them printed, some of them just as they come. And then I've ordered a whole bunch of bikes. This was also quite expensive. The bikes I've bought directly in the Lego store, so at the Pick a Brick store, and then the wheels on Bricklink because they were cheaper there. I'm also currently testing which sort of astronaut I want to use for the moon base. So I'm currently ordering different types of astronauts from different eras. Then different accessoires for the minifigures as well as hair pieces in combination with hats. And then before we open the last package, that's the stuff that so far arrived for my Wild West mock. This is especially for the carriage right now. I'm not quite sure if I want to use white or tan. Maybe white is a bit too dominant in my very, well, tan colored Wild West mock. So I'm not quite sure about that, and therefore I've ordered both colors, and this is for the cacti. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, let's open up that last package. Just as a reminder, 500 euros worth of Lego should come out of the thing right now. And as we take a look at what's inside, yeah, this is what was so expensive, those dark tan bushes. I mean, you can look at the price on Bricklink. I won't tell it right now because it's a bit too hurtful, to be honest, but everything you can see right here is approximately 500 euros. So, well, so much for that. By the way, I've told you I've ordered those Technic pin things. I'm using them in combination with those tan bars in order to create a wheat field, which is quite a common building technique within the Lego community. Other than that, I've ordered 4 more classic space guys, especially the green one is quite rare. Then up here we have 1 more minifigure for the Wild West mock. I mean, how awesome does he look? He fits perfectly into the Wild West setup. And then a few more of these wheels. 1 last guy that was available in the store, which I liked. And black steering wheels. Honestly, I have no idea why they are so expensive and so rare, but they only exist in like yellow, blue and red. And it looks absolutely trash in black or white cars if you suddenly have one color really popping out. What all this now leads to is that I have a severe problem storing all those pieces. Normally, I like to pack them all into these boxes in combination with smaller boxes inside in which I fill the bricks directly. But in this case, as you can see with all this vegetation stuff, for example, there's no way other than packing them as they arrived into this box and then storing them beneath the Lego city. So I don't know what the options are that I have left, but I probably need to buy a haul or something in order to store all that stuff. I also have to say that the size of this haul was only possible because of that one video that went viral. I mean, it didn't make $10,000 obviously, but still it was quite a nice boost I got also for the channel in general. Think that was important to say because I don't have 10,000 euros laying around to spend on Legos. So with that opportunity, I also want to say thank you for all the support and for the feedback I get from you. It's absolutely amazing. I've never expected the channel to grow that fast. Welcome to everybody new. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you again in the next video.